Welcome to the Serengeti. We're fucking great, Triple H. It's gonna leave a mark. Oh yeah, man.
Proceed with caution.
It's basic mathematics, man.
Shut up, bitch. Give me a fucking mic.
Hey, yo.
All right, for a minute there, I thought we lost him. Whoa!
Hey, yo.
Let's get into it, let me tell you.
Dummy, yeah. Yeah. Dummy, yeah. Yeah. Dummy, yeah. Yeah.
Back with some more NWA PoweRRRR for you guys, right? But keep it moving, right? Only with the NWA is it such a pain in the ass trying to find these episodes. Just within this year, you know what I mean? They moved to Comment, and there's like only like 2 episodes I've seen on there so far. So I don't know. Like they gotta get their shit together when it comes to these previous episodes that, you know, I want to check out, but I can't because I don't know where to go. You know what I mean? So I gotta work with what I got, and this is what I got right here. We're gonna pick up here from last episode in April. So everything that happened or has transpired since November last year, I really don't know what happened because I didn't watch it, right? But for what I've seen, not much has changed, all right? So first match of the night, got Damian Fenrir versus Alex Misery, all right? Last time I was watching NWA, they were trying to push Fenrir, so I don't know if they're still trying to push him. It looked like he gained some more weight, trying to bulk up some more, so I don't know, we'll see, all right? But we get a promo from La Presenta, the leader of TVMA, Tiffany Nieves, all right? Tiffany, she looked distraught. She looked like she was troubled, to say the least. So homegirl was like, listen, it's done, all right? We have a match coming up next week against her. You need to lock in, all right? Tiffany, she looked troubled. You know, she ain't looking as confident as we see La Presenza normally is, all right? We then move on. We get a promo from Tom Latimer and El Dragon. All right, Tom was like, next week, mate, we go up against the Titans of Calamity. All right, you bring your giant, I bring my giant, and we'll see who the better tag team is, mate. Dragon says something in Spanish, but basically he was like, the battle of the kaijus next week. Get back to the match, or some dude named Dustin something, McRod, and that was his name, I don't know. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on with the loss in the dam. He gets involved, alright, Damon gets distracted, which gives Alex Misery the advantage. This is a 5-star frog splash. Says shout out to RVD for the 1, 2, 3. Alex Misery goes over. Alright. And then I get a segment with it's me, it's him, the Carson Bartholomew Drake experience. And my special guest for today is none other than the current NWA Tag Team Champions, the Slime Balls. Yeah! Looks like they're eating Panera Breaks. I'm like, the fuck were they eating? Like, why does that shit look so fucking dry and stiff? It has to be Panera Bread, but I could be wrong. Right, Slime Balls are like, oh, the Good Brothers, you know, they haven't been here in a long time. You know, they're gonna come back next week and we're gonna whoop your heinies. Carson was like, yeah, you do that. But that's it for me. Alright, we'll be back next week with some more. It's me, it's him, the Carson Bartholomew Drake experience. We didn't get a promo from the Southern Six. You got Kerry Moore, and he was like, there's no place the Riz God will rather be than Texas right now. It's a beautiful day. I'm 25 years young. I'm kicking it. I'm rocking it. And the Southern Six is dominating the NWA, baby. Alex Taylor was like, hey, we got the clubhouse on lock tonight, so all of you here in NWA are invited to party with the Southern Six here tonight. God bless the Six, and God bless Texas. Right then, the Thrill Billy, who is the reigning, defending, undisputed 10 pounds of gold NWA World Heavyweight Champion. And he says, now, I don't know if I could tie a tighter bow on that big ass present that Alex Taylor just gave you, but I got one thing to say. The stars are shining bright in the southern sky, and the Six will never die. That then leads us to the next match. Got the Southern Six going up against the wrestling machines. You got Mondo, who was a national champion. You got Slade, who was a junior heavyweight champion, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Fast forward to the finish. All right. It was a good match. All right. But Slade locks in the ankle lock to Taylor. Kerry, he's like entering the ring, right? He sees his boy in trouble. Slade was about to fucking snap that ankle in half. He looks and he hesitates. You know what I mean? Alex taps out, and then Kerry has that dumbass look in his face, and his pops. She's like, "Oh my god!" Like, dude, I what happened? I don't know, dude. And Daryl Blade was like, "What the fuck was that, man? Kerry, that's not what we do here in the Southern Six. We look out for each other, man. What the fuck was that?" Taylor was pissed off, as he should be. Or so, is there a dissension between the Southern Six? I don't know. We shall see. All right, but we get a promo from the reigning, defending, undisputed NWA Women's World Champion, Natalya Mokul. She was talking about, the fans don't get enough of Natalya. And next week starts the Burke Invitational, and good luck to whoever wins because they get a shot at the champion whenever they want. All right. We then get a promo from my favorite tag team here in the NWA. By the book, by the book. We got the country gentleman, Joe Kazana boys. Joe's like, nah, you don't listen here, KD. That hooligan, William Patrick Corgan, he screwed us left, he screwed us right, he screwed us up, he screwed us down, screwed us diagonal. All right, last year in the Crocker Cup. All right, but that ain't gonna happen this year. All right, this year is the year of the book. It is the year of the country gentlemen, as the Kazana boys will be on top. My students are gonna get the job done. They will win that Crocker Cup this year, and we're gonna get back what is rightfully ours, and that is that NWA tag team titles. And that, Mr. Davis, is by the book. We didn't get a promo from Mr. Looks That Kill, Ryan Idol. Alright, he says, Drillbilly, your punk ass got lucky against me. I almost had you if it wasn't for the shenanigans that happened. Best believe I got your number, big man. Alright, it's about time someone brings prestige, honor, and respect here in the NWA with that 10 pounds of gold. Alright, and who better than Looks That Kill, Ryan Idol? Looks kill, and so do I. Alright, get the match. Got the country gentlemen versus the Colones. Alright, good match. We're gonna fast forward to the finish. The Kazana boys hit the gentleman's touch to the Colones for the 1, 2, 3. And finally, by the book, by the book. And apparently they broke the curse because the country gentlemen can never advance past the quarterfinals here in the Crockett Cup. And here they are. And I'm looking at the bracket here, so more than likely the Titans will advance. Alright, and then you got the Slime Balls and the Good Brothers. And between those two, I pray and I hope that I sold my soul years ago so I could be rich. It's the devil in your six. I hope they fucking lose. I will never ever be a fan of the Good Brothers. I don't give a fuck about Luke Gallows, Sex Ferguson, aka Festus. And I've always liked the Machine Gun Carl Anderson, but the dude peaked back in 2013, and the dude's been a tag team specialist ever since. So that's on him. So I hope the Slime Balls advance, but more importantly, I hope the country gentlemen take it all the way and win this year's Crockett Cup. Right? But we get to the main event here. We got Trevor Murdoch versus Pretty Boy Smooth. Fast forward, Murdoch hits the top rope bulldog to Smooth, but Smooth kicks out. Commentators losing their shit because they're selling the fact that nobody has ever kicked out that move. Fast forward to the finish, PB hits the penthouse bomb to Murdoch for 1, 2, 3. Beats this man clean as a whistle. Alright, a former NWA World Heavyweight Champion. So this is a huge win for BB Smooth. Alright, Kyle Davis enters the ring. Hands the microphone to Murdoch. Murdoch was like, I gotta be honest with you, KD. I think this is it for old Trevor Murdoch. I just don't have it in me anymore. I've been in the game for over 27 years. I see people come, I see people go. I see people mistreat the fans in this business. That's not going to be me. Alright? I have to thank my family. I have to thank the friends that I made here in pro wrestling. And there's one more person that I need to thank who I believe is very underappreciated here in this business. And that's William Patrick Corgan. Because you, good sir, you took a risk. Right? You believed in me when nobody else did in this business. And you extended my career by 7 years. You believed in me. You made me a champion. So there's nothing I can possibly do to ever repay you back for your kindness. Alright? Thank you. Alright? You made me proud. I'm sure Harley Race is proud. I know the NWA will continue to strive for greatness as long as you're here in the NWA. Gets a standing ovation, and then that's it for this episode of NWA PoweRRRR. The world is a vampire. As far as Trevor Murdoch, I'm not going to hold you. Alright, I'm not going to sit here and bullshit you guys and act like I'm this huge fan of Trevor Murdoch. Because I'm not. I never was. But I remember watching this dude back during the Ruthless Aggression era. Right, he was teaming up with Garrison Cade, aka Lance Cade, rest in peace. If I'm not mistaken, he was like 29 years old at the time of his passing, which is that's way too young, man. Like, he was still in the prime of his life at that point, And I remember he did like kind of like a one-arm sit-out spine buster move he used to do. Loved that move. But I remember the matches they had with Crime Time, and as stereotypical as Crime Time was, the main issue is that they didn't win the titles. that was the main fucking problem. Right, and rest in peace, Shad Gaspar. That's kind of crazy when you look at it. When you look at both those teams now, two of them passed away now. One just retired, and I think the only one still wrestling in the Indies is JTG. But I will say this about Trevor Murdoch: you have my respect, good sir. Sacrifice your life, your body, your time, your energy for pro wrestling for almost 3 decades. Like, it sucks mainly because like another guy that I watched growing up as a kid is now done. So it's like, and this new crop of wrestlers, they ain't doing it for me like that. You know what I mean? Like, sure, I have my favorites, but it's like, it's not enough to rejuvenate the passion and love that I did have for pro wrestling once upon a time. You know what I mean? So just another reminder that I'm getting older. Time stops for no man. You just gotta do what you can, live your best life. You know what I mean? Just don't be a piece of shit. Don't be a Chud the Builder. Alright? But thank you, Trevor Murdoch. And, one thing. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I know this man can sing. So if he ever drops a country album, I'll listen to it. Because I know, I could have swore I heard him sing before. And I was like, holy shit, this man can sing. I'm like, I'm not even kidding. Like, this dude can sing country music if he wanted to. So if he decides to do that, hey, I'll listen to his album for sure. Alright, but best of luck to Trevor Murdoch and his future endeavors. And thank you to your contribution to pro wrestling. Put over the Young Buck on your way out. That's how it's done. Alright, so that's all I gotta say about this shite. I'll probably be back tomorrow with the next episode of NWA PoweRRRR. Alright, but for those that watch it, let me know how you feel in the comment section if you care. But if you don't, it's all good. But with that said, wasting off you guys' time, so be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect you and yours, your loved ones, stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty, but most importantly, trust in God. God be with you. I'm out of here. Alright? And until next time, adios.